Hello everybody and welcome to my video. In this video I want to explain what a limit is. In calculus, a limit is a really important idea, but it's also very simple. So let me just write limit here. So what is a limit? We'll get more into that later. So let's say we have the function f of x equals x minus 2 over x minus 2. So one more look and see, okay, we have the same thing in the numerator as we have in the denominator. So we have something divided by itself. So isn't this just equal to 1? And this is close, but it's not true. So let's do some work here as f of, let me just write this so it's easier for me. So let's say we have x equals 1. So f of 1. So 1 minus 2 over 1 minus 2 is negative 1 over negative 1, which is equal to 1. So we see that when x is 1, y is equal to 1. So on the graph, that would be right here. Let's say we have 0, for instance. So 0 minus 2 over 0 minus 2 is negative 2 over negative 2. And anything divided by itself is equal to 1. So it would also be 1. So just from the looks of it, we kind of see a pattern going. Let's say we try 3. So if x is 3, so 3 minus 2 over 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 over 1, which is equal to 1. So on the graph, again, 1. So what if we plug in 2 over here? So 2. So 2 minus 2 equals 0. And over 2 minus 2, which is also equal to 0. Just simple math, but I have to explain the concept. 0 over 0, even though it's the same thing divided by the same thing, it's undefined because anything divided by 0 is undefined. So what would this look like then if the function's undefined at 2? So let's say if someone just looked at it and didn't really put much thought, the same thing as you have in the numerator as a denominator, it would look like this. But since 2 is undefined, how would we graph that? And this would just be just a gap, just undefined. There's nothing there. That's what it means to be undefined. And let me just erase this real quick. So what if I ask like a student or just someone, how would we what if I ask the person, what does a function look like as f of x is approaching 2? So as we see, when f of x is approaching 2, it's getting closer and closer to 1. So like right here, maybe 1.99999, it's still equal to 1. And over here, like 2.000001, it's still equal to 1. So okay, so if 2 wasn't undefined, it'd be equal to 1, but it's undefined. So that would be as x is approaching 2 from this side and from this side. As x is approaching 2, obviously, we'd say it's getting really close to 1. So how would we write this? We would write this with something that we call limit notation. So limit notation is written as LIM, short for limit. And underneath that, as we're writing, x approaches what? So x approaches blank. We write approaches with an arrow. And then let's see, we write approaches with the arrow. So x, in this case, we're trying to get approaches to 2. And then f of x, just to the left of it, pretty much y in this case, is equal to what? Is equal to what? So as I just said earlier, so we get maybe 1.5, it's still equal, y is equal to 1, 1.99999, y is equal to 1, 2.5, y is still equal to 1, 2.00001, y is still equal to 1. So just concluding from that, just by the looks of it, we can say x is equal to 1. And f of x is equal to 1. Because that's what it really seems like, what it's approaching for. And this might look complicated, but it's just really simple in general. All this is saying is that when x is approaching 2 from both sides, y is equal to 1. Because see, x is approaching 2 all the way from here and all the way from here. So, and like as I said earlier, 2.00001 is still equal to 1. 1.9999999 is still equal to 1. So as x is approaching 2 from both sides, y is equal to 1. Thanks for watching. See you next time.